back for another unboxing. This is a fragrance I picked up from Amazon, and we're just gonna get right into it. So here she is. I love the packaging. Now this is from a company called, this is from Rasasi, okay? But this particular collection, I believe, is called Quasamat. And there are a few different fragrances that fall under the Quasamat collection. I know a lot of people are getting Rasana. I think that's how you pronounce it. But I decided to get Barrique. Now, there's not much information on Fragrantica about this fragrance, so I had to kind of do my own research. But the notes in this fragrance include tanget flower, orange, green apple, bergamot, and artisma. There's also notes of caramel, violet, chamomile, clove, rose, jasmine, and saffron. And in the base, you have cedar, patchouli, moss, benzoin, leather accord, vetiver, musk, and ambergris. So I have a feeling that this fragrance is going to be very earthy, and I hope the leather note doesn't turn me off, because leather can be a little piercing in fragrances. So far, I've gotten lucky when it comes to fragrances that carry a leather note, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that this one is just as good as the other leather fragrances that I have. So let's go ahead and unbox it. Now, I must say that the packaging is exquisite. I love the bottle. It is so luxurious. It looks like I spent a lot of money on this fragrance. In reality, I think I spent like maybe $45 or $50 on this fragrance. It wasn't a lot at all. So this is a very affordable fragrance. And Rasasi is a Middle Eastern company, you guys. I'm getting into Middle Eastern fragrances because my scent profile is very loud. I love a very loud, earthy type of scent, and I feel like a lot of Middle Eastern fragrance houses really fit my perfume profile. So I've been buying a lot of Middle Eastern fragrances, so I'm excited about this one. I have high hopes that this fragrance is everything that I need it to be, I need it to give. Here is a closer look at the bottle. This is a bottle, though. Let's just one time for the bottle. Like, it is just exquisite. It is so beautiful. And it has a little tassel here. Remove that plastic. And here's the cap, the top. And let's just go ahead and spray, because I am very, very curious. Oh, Lord. Ooh. Okay. Yes, mama. Okay, let me calm down. Now, at first sniff, I know it's some people in here watching this video. Y'all not gonna like what I have to say. Hold on, let me get a cloth to wipe my fingerprints off the bottle. Y'all not gonna like this. And I'm kind of, to be honest with you, I'm kind of a little, I'm not upset behind the fragrance at all, and I'm about to get into what it smells like, but let me just, this is distracting me. Let me just turn it that way. Okay, fine. Okay, let me let it dry down before I get into what this fragrance smells like. Okay, number one, first initial impression. This is absolutely beautiful. This is a beautiful scent, okay? Now let's talk about what it reminds me of initially. And I hate to say this, but I just have to be honest with y'all. It's giving me Baccarat 540 vibes. It really is. It really is. And what's crazy, okay, if you into Middle Eastern fragrances, like you have some in your collection, and you may or may not agree with me on this, but sometimes they do have a very Middle Eastern vibe to them. This one has no Middle Eastern vibe to it whatsoever. I mean, by spraying it, the only way you would know it was a Middle Eastern fragrance is if I told you so. This does not smell like a Middle Eastern fragrance at all. So you're not going to get a bombastic, heavy, incensey type of vibe from this fragrance whatsoever. So as it's drying down, and I know it has that Baccarat 540-esque vibe because of the saffron. Saffron plays, in my opinion, plays a lot in fragrances. If it has a note of saffron, 9 times out of 10, it's going to remind you of Baccarat, because Baccarat has saffron in the top. When you spray it, that's like the first thing you get. And this is the same in this fragrance. Now that it's drying down, that saffron is starting to take a back seat to the other notes, and I'm getting more of a green apple smell. I'm getting caramel. So it's coming off, it's starting to smell a little bit gourmandish, in my opinion. I don't get a lot of clove, maybe a hint of the clove, and I'm not pulling too much rose. I'm also not pulling too much leather. I get a slight hint of the leather, which is actually giving this fragrance its sex appeal, but it's not over the top with the leather, because like I said, if you have any experience with leather-based fragrances, you know they can be very loud. They can go left real quick on my skin, but surprisingly, I'm liking the way this fragrance is making me feel, okay? As far as the other heavy notes, like the patchouli and the cedar wood and the moss, I do get hints of the moss in this fragrance, but it just goes so well with the saffron. You know, Baccarat has saffron and oak moss in it. This one has saffron and moss. So you see where I'm going with this. But the patchouli is not overpowering. Neither is the vetiver. And the ambergris is amazing in this fragrance. Ambergris is another note that can go left with me too. Sometimes ambergris can come off smelling like dirty water, dirty beach water, fishy, stuff like that. Not in this fragrance whatsoever. And so now that I've been wearing it probably now for a good maybe 7 minutes or so, it's definitely toned down. It's leaving me with a beautiful caramel, musky type of scent. So I would say that this is very much like a gourmand. And if you are a lover of Baccarat 540, which a lot of us are, I know y'all getting tired of people talking about it, child. I hated to even mention it in this video, honey. Trust me. But I want to be as honest and clear with you guys as possible on what this fragrance is doing, okay? But what I was saying is, if you are a lover of Baccarat and you don't want to spend a lot of money to get that fragrance, I would highly recommend this one. This is going to be a perfect dupe for you, okay, for the Baccarat. And also it reminds me of that one fragrance from the House of Sillage, Whispers of Truth. Now that I'm smelling this, it's really giving me more Whispers of Truth by House of Sillage versus Baccarat. But y'all have Whispers of Truth, you know that fragrance is compared a lot to Baccarat 540. So there you go. So it's a mixture between those two. Whispers of Truth, which I feel like Whispers of Truth is a little bit more citrusy in the opening than Baccarat. I don't think Baccarat has any citrus in the top, but it could go for either one, okay? Now, again, it's not an exact dupe of 540, and it's not an exact dupe of Whispers of Truth, but it's very reminiscent of both fragrances, okay? But in the end, this fragrance is giving me a little hint of a green note, which I feel like is from the apple. It's giving me caramel. It's giving me a sweet vanilla smell, but I don't see any mention of vanilla in this fragrance, but I feel like there has to be a little bit of vanilla in this fragrance just from the look of the juice. Only vanilla, I'm not going to say only vanilla, but vanilla oftentimes gives fragrances that brownness. And a lot of perfumers add vanilla to fragrances to give the fragrance longevity. So even though it's not listed here, I feel like there has to be a little bit of vanilla in this fragrance. And then finally, I get a beautiful musk note, a very soft, pretty musk note from this fragrance. Now, I would say this fragrance can be unisex, but it's leaning more feminine to me, in my opinion. But I feel like this would smell great on a man too. So yeah, I'm not disappointed with this fragrance at all. As far as the smell, I am a little bit disappointed that it smells like two fragrances that I already have in my collection, but I don't care. I love both of them to death, and I will always have Baccarat in my top 10 for life and Whispers of Truth, but that it does remind me of those two fragrances. So yeah. But again, I got this fragrance on Amazon. I will put a link in my story once I post this video onto my Instagram, so you guys can just click on it and buy it if you're interested. But this is a beautiful fragrance, great for every day, great for any time of the year, great for work, great for brunch, dinner, date night, whatever you're trying to do. I think this is an easy grab and you won't have any problems out of this fragrance. So I give this fragrance a 10 out of 10. It is simply beautiful. Thank you guys for watching. Bye. Hello, beautiful people. Let's do an unboxing. Today, I will be unboxing Continuum from the brand Tumi. Now, if you're not familiar with Tumi, they provide all your needs when it comes to travel. They have backpacks, they have briefs, they have luggage, carry-ons, whatever you need for traveling, they have it, and they've been around for a very long time. And to my surprise, they have fragrances. I was gifted this fragrance from So Avant-Garde to do an unboxing for you, so we're going to get right into it. When you open up the box, you see the Tumi card here. And we're going to pull this fragrance out. You guys, when I tell you this bottle is so unique and different, it's weighty, it's heavy. It's just top tier for me when it comes to the bottle. Now, the one thing I do like, and I think is very unique, is that you can't pull the top straight off. You have to twist and then lift. And I think that is so unique for a fragrance, a bottle. I've never seen anything like that. So let's go ahead and spray. And I will give you my first impression. Oh my God, this is amazing. I will tell you right away that I'm instantly in love with this fragrance. This is a beautiful, boozy amber scent. It's going to be perfect for fall and winter. The notes that I'm picking up is orris. I'm picking up suede. It also has tobacco in it. It has oud in here, but the oud is not overpowering whatsoever. And it has musk. This is a beautiful, soft, fresh, spicy type of fragrance. And it's blowing me away. It is simply gorgeous. It does put me in the frame of mind of fragrances like Grand Soir, Tobacco Vinyl, and Mercedes-Benz Club Black. But you guys, when I tell you this is a gorgeous, gorgeous scent, I love it. I love it. It is definitely something that I can see myself wearing. I feel like already it's giving me a very warm feeling, a very comforting feeling, and I love this fragrance. Like I said, it does have a boozy type of vibe to me, and I like that a lot. So this is a great fragrance, you guys. I would definitely look into it. Also, I will leave a link for you guys to go on So Avant-Garde and save some money when you purchase this fragrance. But I think this is an amazing fragrance. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 because it is simply gorgeous. We have another unboxing. So today I will be unboxing my latest fragrance from the house of Maison Francis Kurkdjian. This is one perfumer that I really do enjoy. I want to dive deeper into his fragrances and add more to my collection. Not all of them, just the ones that speak to me and my scent profile. So this fragrance is very popular though. This it's not as popular as Baccarat Rouge 540, but it's holding its own. I really wanted to buy this one off the website, just in case you guys don't know. If you buy off the website, it's way cheaper than buying in store. But when I went to the website, this fragrance was sold out, and so I started to panic. I was like, no, no, no. I need to go to get this fragrance now before I'm not able to get it. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I had to put me first, Lucius. I had to put me first. So I went and got this fragrance. Now, I've already unwrapped it because this is like my second time recording this video. But anyway, let's get into the fragrance. This is Grand Soir. This is a beautiful fragrance. This is a beautiful amber and vanilla fragrance, okay? Let's go ahead with the unboxing. I hope I don't break a nail. And I got it in the 2.4. Now, if it would have been available on the website in the cute, I think it's like a 1.2 or 1.3, I would have gotten that one because truth be told, I'm trying to get away from buying full-size bottles because as a collector, I love wearing my fragrances, but when I get big full-size bottles, I'm not really going through them that fast. So I just prefer to get a smaller bottle if it's available to me. All right, here we go. But this is a beautiful, warm, wintry fragrance for me. This bottle, let's just talk about this bottle. It's absolutely gorgeous. Let me just give you guys a nice spin. I've already put my fingerprints on it. And you guys, there are a lot of dupes going around. If it's not embossed in the back like this, then you know you don't. It may not be real. Let me just say that. I'm not an expert on the fakes, but I'm just telling you what I see on the real bottles, okay? But this is a gorgeous bottle, and the fragrance is absolutely beautiful. Let me give you guys some notes. We have amber, we have benzoin, vanilla, tonka, and Spanish labdamen. This is gorgeous. This fragrance at first whiff, it does remind me, and I'm gonna spray a little bit on my hand. Let's do this hand here. Oh, this is so pretty. Ooh. This is, I would say, very unisex. I feel like I get, oh God, this is gorgeous. I feel like at first whiff, I was getting lavender, but I believe it is the labdamen that I'm smelling. But this is gorgeous. Okay, so like I was saying, when I first smelled this fragrance, because I did have a sample of this fragrance, it did remind me of a fragrance from Givenchy that's called Andescence, Organza Andescence. This one is they're not the same. And if you know about that fragrance, you know they discontinued it, but I do still have some left. But they are very similar to me. And Andescence, like I said, is no longer available. And I wanted something that reminded me a lot of Andescence by Givenchy. And this one does it for me. This one just works, you guys. This is oh my God, let me just break it down for you. This is a sweet, ambery, warm fragrance. Very unisex, but I feel like it leans more masculine in my opinion. I think it would smell great on anybody, but I feel like it would totally act a fool on a man. I can just see a man wearing this fragrance and it's just smelling simply amazing, okay? This is a beautiful scent. It's just absolutely beautiful. The accords in this fragrance, again, are just amber and vanilla, but I enjoy this fragrance a lot. It's perfect for the wintertime, fall, winter, but you know, I'm getting out of that too. I don't want to limit my fragrances to season. I want to enjoy my fragrances all year round, and that's what I intend on doing. I don't care. I'm going to wear it when I want to wear it. Well, some fragrances, I will say this, some fragrances are not meant to be worn in the spring and summer. They're just too heavy and it just doesn't work. But this one I feel like is a gorgeous fragrance to wear all year round because it's not necessarily heavy. It has a light airiness to it, but still holding true to that warm, sweet smell. But I think you can get away with wearing this in the spring at least. I don't know about the summer. I'll have to play around with it, but definitely in the spring because I feel like that tonka and the labdamen together gives it a not necessarily a spring vibe, but a little bit of a more softer, sweeter feel to the fragrance, and it's not heavy at all. I have fragrances that are very beast mode and heavy that I just reserve for wintertime. This would not be one of them. This would be something that I can enjoy all year round, honestly. And if I do wear it in the summer, it probably would be more along the lines of a sexy date night fragrance when I want to wear something sexy and intimate and pretty and soft, and I would grab for this one. But this one is amazing. Another one added to my Maison Francis Kurkdjian collection. Like I said, I do have one coming on Wednesday. I will share that with you as well once I get it. But if you are looking to purchase this fragrance, I would recommend getting a sample and smelling it. Now, I think, in my opinion, it is a safe blind buy. There's nothing too dramatic about this fragrance, but it is a statement fragrance. But I wouldn't say it's weird or unusual or anything like that. So I think this is a safe blind buy in my opinion. It's simply gorgeous. If you have this fragrance, comment. Let me know what you think about it. If you are planning on getting it, comment, like this video as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.